The other day, I was on my way to a behavioral health center for an interview, and I thought it'd just be interesting to talk about something that happens to a lot of us, in moments like that, anticipation. And on my way there, I noticed how my mind kept trying to create scenarios about how the interview might go. In one scenario, everything goes great. In another, I'm stumbling over my words and already imagine walking out thinking I should have done better. It's interesting because none of those things were happening, but my body reacted to those imagined scenarios as if they were real. My mind was basically trying to experience the future before it even arrived. And I just think this is something we all do, The mind tries to simulate possible outcomes as a way of preparing itself. But sometimes in trying to prepare us, it ends up making us suffer through something that haven't even occurred. You start feeling emotions that technically does not exist yet. Makes me wonder, how much of human anxiety is actually tied to this, not what is happening now, but what might happen. After the interview was over, it was funny to think about how on my drive there, all those scenarios that my mind created, most of them never happened. That's usually the case. The mind imagines 10 different outcomes, but reality only gives you one. Makes me think, how much energy we spend mentally rehearsing situations that never actually play out the way we imagine. There's actually a moment in scripture, that this reminds me of when in the Gospel of Matthew, before the crucifixion, Christ goes to pray in Gethsemane, and also known as agony in the garden. And in that moment, he tells his disciples, uh, he tells disciples that his soul it was overwhelmed with sorrow, and he wanted them to stay awake with him while he goes to pray. And it was so bad that he was sweating blood, And I believe in this moment, the weight of anticipation was felt because he knew what was coming, but the suffering and all what was coming has not happened yet. But the awareness of it was already heavy. And I think that reveals something about the human experience because sometimes the anticipation of something can feel heavier than the moment itself. Our minds are constantly looking ahead, trying to prepare us for what might happen. Most of the things that our mind creates for the future never actually happens the way we imagined them. Many times we've suffered internally because of a future that our minds invented because we believe that it might be real. But time and time again, reality will show us otherwise.